Okay, welcome. Today's announcement, I'm excited to announce a brand new option for clients during the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic here in Wisconsin. So you might be wondering what this is behind me. Well, on the way to work this morning, I was attending a live webinar with lawyers from all over the country discussing ways to execute various legal documents with clients during the coronavirus pandemic. And so 50 states have 50 state laws, and the laws vary according to each state. Now, in most states, when you need to execute a will, the statutes state you need to do it in the presence of two witnesses in general. And some states say the conscious presence. But basically, after this hour-long webinar, a lot of this is interpreted by the courts, and we go look at case law to see what that means. Well, there's a discussion amongst the lawyers whether conscious presence or presence can include live video conference, and because we don't have any case law on that yet, we don't know. So unless the legislature amends their laws, and there was one legislature, I believe it was Iowa, has done a good job to allow this, and they must have done it pre-crisis, but unless the legislature amends their laws, we still don't know what that means. So for will signings, a lot of us are thinking we still need to do what we're calling a drive-through will signing. And the great news is, you may be wondering what this is behind me. Well, this is actually my office building, and up near the Burton Law, LLC logo is my office on the top floor. But what you may not know is this used to be a bank building, and the bank is still here, but they built it with a drive-through. And you can see behind me, there's 3 drive-thrus here that are not being used. 1, 2 in the middle, and then 3 over here. So what we're going to do during the coronavirus crisis is, if you're in a situation where you need your will signed or your estate plan before April 24th, which right now is the Wisconsin order, the stay-at-home order, we're going to offer you the option to do a drive-through will signing, where you come to the office, you pull into the parking ramp, and then you just continue through. And there's these 3 drive-throughs here. So if you see back here, there's a wall, and it's actually protected from the wind and such too. And the nice thing is, under the drive-through, you'll have a roof over you. Because one thing I always worry about is if I schedule this with you, and you come and it's raining, that's a bad thing with paper documents, right? So you can pull through, and I'm going to pull into probably lane 2 or 3 here, so either the middle or the far one. And then if you see back here, the first drive-through is not being used, that window, but through the back you can see there they've got the bank, the tube to come out. Well, we'll just come out the back door, or this door, which you see right here up front with the balcony, and we'll just come out and stay 6 feet from your car, and we could witness you sign the document through the car windshield. Now, if you want to arrange this, it's going to work great if you A, think you're ill with coronavirus or something else, or B, you just not feeling, or not that you're not feeling well, but we're taking all the precautions to keep you and me and our staff at that social distancing of 6 feet. So the lawyers, after discussing all this for an hour, a lot of them are saying this drive-through will option is the best. And I thought, aha, my building actually has a drive-through built in that isn't being used. So if you want to do this, the point is, there isn't bank traffic coming and going here. In fact, hardly anyone drives through here all day. So when you come, we would just set your appointment time for, let's say, 1 o'clock, 1:30. You pull into number 2 or number 3 stall, and wait for me and I come down with the documents. We would be wearing gloves. You have your own pens. We pass them in. You sign your part. I would have them marked. Then you pass it out, and I would either, me and the witness would sign them there. We might run in the office, quick witness them, make a copy, bring them back to you. So I think it could be a great option during this coronavirus pandemic, and after talking with lawyers all over the country, it's one that'll work. And just a key thing here in Wisconsin, I've done that video about the remote notarization, but our law says it doesn't work for most estate planning documents. And that law doesn't go into effect till May 1st. So unless the legislature changes some of that, that emergency order is working well for financial documents and real estate, but not for the financial, or I should say the estate planning documents. So I can also use this to notarize a document for you during this time. Now, if you want to arrange this, I ask you contact the email or the office by email ahead of time. We'll have to set it up. And then the other thing it would help me is if you could bring the witness along. You could have a witness in the car because I'm the only lawyer here. But if you can't find a witness, contact me and I can try to get someone in the building. I've talked to a few people who would agree to be the witness. We just would have to schedule it at the right time, which would probably be mid to late afternoon. So it's going to be a great option. You could pull in, you're out of the wind and the elements, and with spring coming here in Wisconsin, I think it'll be a very good option as we go forward with the pandemic. So again, if you want to take advantage of this drive-through signing option, contact my office, shoot me a message or by email, and we can get the process started, because the first step would be to have our consult by video like this, get your documents drafted, and then the second step would be to set up that signing. One other note, my new group, Wisconsin Probate Trust Estates and Asset Protection Info Group, you'll see a link below this video. That's my new Facebook group designed to educate and inform and post videos like this, and also post question and answer video topics, and I plan to be using it more throughout the crisis with updates and things like that. So again, the new Drive-Thru Will Signing is available at Burton Law LLC, and I wanted to create this quick video to show you exactly how it would work. If you have any questions, contact the office by a message or send us an email. So thanks for watching, stay safe, be well, and we'll see you next time.